What is up and welcome back to the channel. Before I start off this video, I would just like to say thank you for subscribing. Thank you for 4,000 subscribers. That's a lot for me. Really happy about that. So if you sub before or now, really appreciate the time that you're spending watching these videos, as well as if you're here right now, make sure to hit that like button, otherwise your car might blow.
She go again.
Some of you might be thinking, why am I starting this review, this 2,000-mile review in the house? The reason is because of the key. So this key, or this truck, comes with remote start. And remote start is the most amazing thing you could have in any bad weather situation. Whether it's cold, hot, in between, it's fine. But this allows me to start the truck up, which is parked outside. From here, double-clicking that button, and it starts off, it cools down, and in a couple of minutes I can get in to a cooled car and not die from the heat that we're having. It's like 46 degrees right now. Really bad. Now, as you can hear, the truck is on, but the doors are locked and you cannot see that. Every single time you remote start the truck, it locks the doors, even if the doors were open prior to that. That actually keeps your truck safe and makes sure that nobody actually drives off with it. But when you go inside, there's another procedure you need to take. Press the button one more time and then you can go. Without that, you can't even put it into drive. So here you can see the doors are locked. As soon as I touch the handle, it'll open. Easy to get in. Get in the truck, remote start active, push start button. If I try, I can't even turn this knob. That thing is flashing. Press that, now you're good to go. And you can only press it with the key inside the truck. So, but someone doesn't have the key, they're not going anywhere. So now that we're ready to go, seatbelts on always, I need to tell you something about the sunroof. So the sunroof is a really nice option to have in one of these trucks. It's massive. It's like a, I don't know if it's a sunroof, it's an everything roof. The whole roof is just basically glass, which is fine when you remember to close it, but when you leave it open, it does turn into a glass house. This truck is big inside. It takes a lot of time for it to kind of cool down, so that's why I love that feature. And also with the key, that remote start, it stays on for quite a while. I'm not exactly sure how much. Enough time to cool it down, but if you forget about it, it will turn itself off as a safety measure, precaution, just in case you completely forget. Done like over 2,000 miles now. You got to see a couple of things that you wouldn't really have, driving it on a test drive or taking out, like borrowing it from a friend or whatnot. Something that really stands out to me is how it drives. It's super comfortable, and everyone tells me that. Especially comparing to the outgoing model, it feels really planted and gives you so much confidence. The steering is great. It's an electronic steering rack. It just, you places exactly where you want it to. The brakes are really good. There's like some big ass brakes on this truck. I think biggest in class or best in class. And those really stop it like you were driving a car. I mean, out of the fact that you're sitting really high, you got so much space, you wouldn't really know that you're driving something that weighs this much. And that being said, it is pretty fast for what it is. I'm quite surprised sometimes, and I can surprise some normal cars on the street. This is not gonna go against any kind of sporty vehicle. The gearbox finds gears pretty quickly. It knows exactly where it wants to be. People have been complaining about the eco mode and how it kind of like kicks in and so on, but I genuinely don't feel that. When it comes to fuel consumption, this truck is literally, I don't understand it. What it does is when you're driving smoothly, it'll get me around 16.2, 16.4 liters per 100 kilometers. But if I just step on it because I need to accelerate, or I'm in a hurry somewhere, or I just need to get up to speed faster, it will go way over 17. It'll reach 18, no problem. I do mostly, I would say 70 or 60% highway. I'll be driving less, or like not at highway speed, maybe like 10 under or something like that, just to keep the revs below 2,000, because when I'm doing 120 kilometers an hour, it's around 2,000 revs, and it's taking in more fuel than it should. So I just do like 110 and everything is fine. So if fuel consumption is an issue for you, or you don't want to spend too much money on gas, yeah, this truck might not be what you're looking for. The infotainment system is really good in all FCA products. I love the UConnect system. It's pretty much my favorite. This big screen that you get with this truck, it is super nice. Everyone compliments it. Whenever anyone sees it, oh, it looks like a Tesla. It looks amazing. It's this. Yeah, it looks great. Quality of it is great. It works really quick. And the backup camera is, I mean, it's one of the best backup cameras I've ever seen. Like, it's so crisp, you can see everything. The only issue I have with this big screen, well, it's not an issue. It's basically, I don't really use it. I mean, I'll be fine with the smaller screen as I am with this. It's nice to have a big navigation system that you can easily see. And if I could, I would use Google Maps with Android Auto, but I can't, and that's, I don't know why, but my phone does not connect to Android Auto. It kind of connects, then it disconnects, and it connects again, and it disconnects. I need to take the truck to the dealership. Maybe there's some issue there, maybe there's some update that I need. It does work because my friend used his iPhone and it works perfectly, so there must be something with Android Auto that I need to check out. I cannot get over how this thing rides. It is super smooth. Anything I get into after this just feels like really hard, unless it's like oh wait, what? I believe it's a combination of like the air suspension that this thing has, as well as the big 33-inch tires on 18-inch wheels. I think if you have bigger wheels, probably be a little bit more bumpy. I want to kind of stick with 18s, go for 35s, get a 4-inch lift kit. Still waiting for BDS to make one, because they seem to be the only, or one of the only companies that actually does a lift kit for the air suspension. So I'm waiting on them to release that. They had one for the previous model, that's how I know. So this truck is just a super cruiser. I mean, you can drive for miles on end and have no issues with back pain as well. You know, like as I mentioned before in my review video, you can adjust it to exactly how you want it. I wish it would have like seat saving positions, but that might be pushing it for a truck. We already have a lot with this one. The space in the back is unreal. Like, it's so comfortable back there. You can fit 3 people like easily, or 2 with the armrest in the middle. If you don't need the space in the back, you can flip up the seats like super easily as well. Store all your necessities in there. You have a huge tank, 33-gallon tank, so you don't need to worry about petrol stations too much. And the ISOFIX position in the back is really cool, really easy to access if you have kids. Just slides in there. My wife's car is a bit more difficult, so you have to go in from both sides, make sure that you have clearance on both sides, and then you have to kind of like pick it up and slot anything in. Here they're just very visible, so it's easy just to install the seat from one side. If you're a dad or a mom who's looking for a truck, this is really good. They love the sunroof, by the way. I mean, that is like absolute, like, my daughter always wants this thing open, and that's why I sometimes forget to close it and just hotbox this thing before I get ready for work the next day. One other really cool option that I like is a tonneau cover, as well as the bed liner. The bed is like lined with this like really thick bed liner, which is very like nicely protected and so on. You got your hooks on the side. The bed divider, super handy. I love that thing. If you're taking luggage or anything, you can just kind of divide it so that it doesn't fly around to the back and forward. Like, you can just kind of tighten them down instead of actually getting straps out and working with that, and, you know, making sure your luggage doesn't just open up and crash and die and all that stuff. It's very useful. I really like that feature. And everything in this truck is up to date with the time. At the front, you get like these fog lamps that are really small, which I'm not a huge fan of, but kind of got used to them. But what they're good at is actually, when you turn the steering wheel, they kind of shine on the side of the road, so you get like an extra little vision of what's there. I mean, if there could be a ditch, if you're going like somewhere super dark, you can see everything pretty well, and that's what LEDs are known for. I mean, their projection is amazing. They cover the full road. You always see where you're going. Gives you extra confidence when you're driving the truck around at night. The backup camera, like as I said before, very crisp, and it's kind of like has these electronic sensors in the lights, and what that does is that it tells you, like, when you're backing out, if there's a car coming in from the side, you can't really see until you've kind of like driven out with the bed completely, and then you get to see like the rear window. And that will tell you automatically if there's a car coming, so you can stop and make sure, you know, you don't bump into someone by mistake. Really cool feature. I use that a lot, and it's a necessity in these trucks. What I did turn off is the auto braking system. So this thing, for some reason, has this extra added security that if you're gonna back up into something, it will brake for you. And there have been countless times where it's braking for absolutely no reason at all. It just brakes, like, and it doesn't just like slowly brake, it just slams the brake. One, it scares the crap out of you. Two, there's no reason, so you just get annoyed. So I just turned it off. I've gotten really used to the tire noise that you can hear. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I've gotten really used to it. I don't hear it anymore, but I've been listening to this banging audio system like all the time. You know when you have all those songs that you ever heard in your life, but when you hear them on a better stereo, you're like, wow, this sounds even better. It sounds like a new song. That's exactly what this thing is. It's incredible. I love it. The whole Rebel 12 package is worth it for the sound system. It's just like there's some songs that it really tunes into. You got to work with the equalizer a little bit just to make sure that it's at, you know, your kind of taste, your kind of sound. Just don't bump everything up to the max, and don't be an idiot. I wish I could show you what it sounds like, but I mean, first of all, copyright. Second of all, that microphone is not going to be able to catch it. You know, you would have to, like, you know what, just come to Bahrain, sit in the truck. I'll let you listen to your favorite song. Let's do that. I've also now gotten used to this space where you have your phone just right underneath the stereo system. Whenever I drive a different car, I'm just looking for a place to put my phone. I like to have this dedicated position. You know, just plug it in via cable, make sure it charges. It charges really quick. Sometimes I can get like a 10-15% charge on a, you know, quick drive. Really useful. It's a lifesaver if you work a lot on your phone, or you do a lot of emails, or you just do a lot of social media. And it's standard as well, so I mean that's pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, ownership has been great so far. Like 2,000 miles, a bit over 2,000 miles right now, and I had no issues whatsoever, no recalls. I think that all of that was taken care of before I got the truck. No, I mean, I can't complain. And if you can't complain about a truck or a vehicle, is that good? Is that bad? I think it's amazing. You know, like it really, nothing really that bad to say about it. Which is weird, because I'm usually kind of like that picky kind of person who will find a lot of things to like nitpick about. But with this, no way. I mean, have I actually bought something that's practical and actually a good buy? I think I have. And you know what? If you buy a truck like this, I think you would too. I think you would really enjoy it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't seen my review, check it out somewhere around here. I never know. Yeah, one of those. Thank you. Bye.